Guys, it finally happened.
What do you mean? What happened?
Yeah, I'm so confused.
We finally have a bad movie to review.
Wait, what about Justice League?
Fuck you! Hello everyone, I'm Batman, and this is the review of X-Men Dark Phoenix. So, the Fox X-Men series finally comes to an end. What a disappointment.
You'd think that after almost 20 years, they would have had the formula down for making good X-Men movies.
Yeah, Days of Future Past and Logan were especially incredible.
And don't forget about Deadpool.
Well, how could we? You remind us of it all the time.
Oh, fuck you.
Honestly, I don't think Dark Phoenix was that bad. Just really bland.
Yeah, I see what you mean. There weren't really any over-the-top terrible moments.
What about when Magneto was trying to control the helicopter?
Oh, come on, that was hilarious.
Speaking of Magneto, I find it pretty stupid that they did the redemption arc for him all over again.
Yeah, at the end he's like, I had a change of heart. And I'm just like, oh really? Again?
Well, at least this time it wasn't a total turn to the dark side. He was just trying to avenge Mystique.
Yeah, good point. And honestly, I was fine with them killing her off. I think they made her way more important than they should have.
Well, hey, when you got a famous actor like Jennifer Lawrence, you gotta give her as much screen time as possible.
Also, at least they didn't kill off Cyclops and Professor X again.
Yeah, good point. They still killed off Jean again, though. Was I supposed to feel something when that happened, by the way?
Well, if she was actually a likable character who was developed over more than just 2 movies, then maybe.
Even then, probably not.
Honestly, characters like Cyclops and Storm also weren't very well developed.
Yeah, that's because they were basically just thrown in X-Men Apocalypse, and in this movie they're just kinda in the background.
Well, that's because there's so many X-Men at this point with all the characters they've added since First Class.
Oh yeah, by the way, they barely had Quicksilver at all. He's been the best part of these last couple movies. Total bullshit.
Also, they kind of just dropped the whole Quicksilver as Magneto's son storyline.
Yeah, that actually looked like it was going somewhere.
Honestly, it seems like they forgot about a lot of things from Apocalypse.
Yeah, like how when Jean killed Apocalypse, they hinted at her Phoenix powers, but she apparently didn't get them until this movie.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
I think it was just because they were desperately trying to make it like the comics.
Yeah, which is why they included those stupid aliens as well.
I feel like they were just randomly thrown in to give the story a natural villain.
I'll admit, the aliens were pretty stupid.
That was a big thing that ruined the movie for me, because they spent so much time in the aliens that could have been used to better develop the X-Men.
Yeah, from Jean going crazy, to Professor X being egotistical, to Mystique wanting to leave, to Magneto's island, to the aliens being evil, and so on. There were just way too many plot threads.
Which in the end led to everyone getting underdeveloped.
They didn't really have any motivation either. They were basically just like, yeah, we want the power.
You'd think after it destroyed their planet, they want to get as far away from it as possible.
They also never really explained what the power was.
Also, you mean to tell me that the power was able to destroy entire planets, but it doesn't destroy Jean just because she has some special mutant powers?
Well, you guys just didn't get it. The power merged with Jean specifically because it could sense her powers.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that the power was free thinking?
That makes no sense.
It would have been quite the plot twist if it turned out to be Galactus. I mean, it was a space cloud, which is what Galactus was in Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Oh great, let's just bring up more shitty Marvel movies.
I'll admit the movie did have some flaws, but it wasn't all bad. What about the fight scene on the train?
Okay, I'll admit, the scene with the X-Men killing the aliens was kinda awesome.
I agree. It was great to finally see them all use their powers, since we haven't seen much of that throughout the movie.
Also, the part with Nightcrawler viciously murdering everyone? Easily my second most favorite part of the movie.
Really? What was your number 1 favorite?
When Cyclops said of course.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Of course, though, the whole scene is kinda ruined when the one lady shows up and her and Jean just stare at each other until they die.
What exactly caused them to die, by the way?
I don't know.
Honestly, let's just finish this up. The less I have to think about this movie, the better.
Yeah, it was a disappointing way to end the X-Men franchise.
Especially since it's gone on for 20 years.
Oh well, at least we had Days of Future Past.
And Logan.
And First Class.
And the initial trilogy.
Even Last Stand?
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
Fair enough. And of course, the Deadpool movies.
How could we forget?
Even though they didn't end on the best note, Fox really gave us some amazing X-Men movies.
But they're in Disney's hands now.
Yep. Well, that's it for the review. We'll see you guys next time when we review Spider-Man Far From Home.
Heck yeah, Marvel once again.
Yay.